In a city that lives music and creativity. A city that breaks codes and where all people can feel safe and belong. A place where you can feel at home. Welcome to Switzerland.
Herzlich willkommen
in Basel. Welcome to Basel!
Hey everybody, TC Kirkham here, TKR Video Central and the Kirkham Report with your preview of the 2025 Eurovision Song Contest Grand Final. It is happening this afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern. You can view it here in the U.S. on Peacock at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific time. It's available throughout the world on local broadcasters and on the YouTube channel, which I guess they do have up. But again, I don't know. Things have been crazy the last couple of days. The finals are going to be huge, and lots of great performances coming up in addition to the contest itself. Hosted by Hazel Brugger and Sandra Studer. They'll be joined by Michelle Hunziker, I think I got that right, today on the finals. And there will be a lot of great stuff coming up as part of the show. The show is expected to open with Nemo, last year's winner, performing their huge hit, The Code, which will be intermixed with the flag parade with the 26 finalists being backed by the Basel Police Brass Band and remixes of other Swiss hits. There'll be a lot of great interval acts. I don't know how many the U.S. will get to see, but there'll be 4 former Swiss participants performing their songs from their year. Peter, Sue, and Mark with 1981's Lo Senza Ti. Paola with 1980's Cinema, which I love that one. I didn't see it in 1980, but I saw it on an older one. That's a great song. I hope we get to see that. Luca Hany with his 2019 smash She Got Me, and the always incomparable Jean's Tears and his 2021 song Tout Univers. There will also be music from Croatian Baby Lasagna from 2024 and Karaja from 2023. They'll each perform their hits Rim Tim Tagi Dim and Cha Cha Cha, and they'll be performing their new collaborative single Eurodab. Nemo is also expected to perform their new single Unexplainable. If you haven't heard it, it is fantastic. It hit Spotify yesterday. Great song. Now, let's go through the running order for the 26 songs. These are the 20 songs that made it through the 2 semifinals, plus the Big Five and Switzerland. And they will be performing in the following order. First up, Norway, Kyle Alessandro and Lighter. Then Luxembourg, Laura Thorne and La Pompe Monte Leçon. Estonia, Tommy Cash and Espresso Macchiato. Israel, Yufal Raphael and New Day Will Rise. Lithuania, Catharsis and Tavo Akis. Spain, Melody and Essa Diva. Ukraine, Zifferblatt with Bird of Prey. United Kingdom, Remember Monday and What the Hell Just Happened. Austria, JJ and Wasted Love. Iceland, Vibe and Roa. Latvia, Tautu Matias, I'm never going to get that right, and Borman Laimi. The Netherlands, Claude and C'est La Vie. Finland, Erika Vikman and Ikome. Italy, Lucio Corsi and Voevo Essere Undoro. Poland, Justyna Steksikowska and Gaia. Germany, Abor and Tanya with Baller. Greece, Klavdia and Estaria Mata. Armenia, Parg and Survivor. Switzerland, Zoe May and Voyage. Malta, Miriana Conti and Serving. Portugal, Napa and Deslocado. Denmark, Sisal and Hallucination. Sweden, Kaj with Barabada Bastu. France, Luan with Maman. San Marino, Gabri Ponte and Tutta l'Italia. And it will close with Albania, Shakodra Elektronikik and Jerem. It has been an interesting week. A lot of interesting reactions. Songs that didn't get through that I thought should have, and songs that did get through that shouldn't have. But that's normal for Eurovision. American fans don't think of music the same way as European fans do, and it shows really in a big wide berth here usually at the Eurovision Song Contest. Now, after interval performances, they will present the jury votes. The jury votes will come first, and then the televote. The juries will vote in the following order: Sweden, Azerbaijan, Malta, Netherlands, Slovenia, Armenia, Luxembourg, San Marino, Ukraine, Norway, Austria, France, Italy, Portugal, Denmark, Croatia, Latvia, Ireland, Poland, Montenegro, Greece, Serbia, Czechia, the United Kingdom, Spain, Finland, Australia, Germany, Belgium, Israel, Albania, Lithuania, Iceland, Cyprus, Estonia, Georgia, and finally Switzerland. There's a lot of familiar names. You'll see a lot of people who've been here before. Strangely enough, the United Kingdom was supposed to have Nkudi Gatwa, Doctor Who, give their vote, but he's been replaced on the list I see here by Sophie Ellis-Bextor. I don't know what happened there. Italy's beloved mouse puppet Topo Gigio will announce their winners, and you'll also see Eden Golan, Michael Schulte, Sylvester Welt, Hera Bork, and a ton of other former competitors announcing for their country. So it'll be a lot of fun. After that, there'll be another small interval, and then they will give the televote, which will also include the rest of the world vote. Don't forget, yes, if you live in the United States, you can vote for Eurovision. I believe it's $1.99 for vote. You have to go to the Eurovision voting app. You can download that on Android or iPhone. And it may have a difference. You never know, because things are so tight this year with so many favorites that it's going to be hard to know which one wins. Now, I've been judging stuff. I've been doing this for the last 9 years. I didn't do it the first year because I wasn't that familiar with it, but starting in 2017 and going on through, I've picked my favorites. I gave those earlier. Some of my opinions have changed after seeing the live performances. And I was watching and gauging the fan reaction. Now, I have no idea how the juries will react for sure, but I know a lot of times how juries sometimes think. They, of course, will have made their assessment from the dress rehearsal last night. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But overall, after all is said and done, thinking about the way the jury usually reacts to stuff and seeing the fan reactions on Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to make a top 5 pick. In no particular order, these are the songs that I think, or these are the countries I think have a shot at winning. They will end up somewhere in the top 5. They are Finland, Austria, France, and either Spain or Malta. It's too close to tell which one. Germany also has an outside chance, as does Greece and the Ukraine. We will see. I don't know. Estonia, I don't see that finishing top 5, but we'll see. There's a lot of other songs I'd like to do it, and some may do better than I think, and some may not. Norway has got a good shot. Iceland has got a good shot. Latvia has a good shot. There's so many good songs this year. And Espresso Macchiato. I don't understand the love for that song or the Swedish thing about taking a sauna, but hey, at least I understand that's a cultural thing, even if I don't particularly care for it. In any case, it is going to be a fun show, and I urge you to check it out. I will be, at the time I have posted this, I will have already posted my special Rank This ranking of all the Eurovision songs that have hit the Billboard charts over the years. I hope you'll go check it out. I will also have a recap at the end of the show sometime tonight. I don't know when it's going to get up. It won't be directly after the show because I have a whole bunch of stuff going on at the same time. Eurovision usually ends in the States at around 7 p.m. The Preakness is this afternoon. My wife and I always watch those. We don't bet, but we have fun watching them, and we love watching the excitement of the race. So we'll be doing that. And I also have a mod job for Whatnot for my pals Dawn and Mary at Two Hip Chicks, also starting at 7 tonight on their final big blowout Whatnot sale. If you haven't been over there, I urge you to go over and search TOO Hip Chicks on Whatnot. They're going to be blowing out a ton of 45s tonight, and I hope that you'll go over and check that out. In any case, I will be back with a recap sometime this evening, and I hope you will be able to check it out. It'll be our impressions. We will also be doing a special Eurovision recap on Kim's show, Kim Takes On, this Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's probably going to be pre-taped. I don't know. I don't think we're going to go live with it. And it'll probably briefly come up on my live podcast with Dawn of Two Hip Chicks, Finding Your Music Mojo, which is coming up Monday night at 7 live on YouTube. I hope you'll check it out. In any case, best of luck to all 26 participants in this year's contest. It's going to be a fun, nail-biting day, and I will have the results and the winner of the 2025 Eurovision Song Contest after the show tonight. Until then, for the Eurovision 2025 Song Contest preview, I'm TC Kirkham, TKR Video Central and the Kirkham Report. I will see you on the interwebs. Ciao, baby.
In a city that lives music and creativity, a city that breaks codes and where all people can feel safe and belong, a place where you can feel at home. Welcome to Switzerland.
Herzlich willkommen
In Basel.